Hey everyone, we're back again. Today I'm going to be doing a Jamaican snack called Solomon Gundy. It's basically a smoked herring done with tomatoes, onions, and scallion and stuff. Scotch bonnet pepper, of course. It's used a lot in, like if you're having people over, you can make it as a snack. I know my mom used to make it a lot when my dad had his guys come over to play cards and whatever, dominoes. So I'm going to show you how we go about setting it up. So we have here, I have about 1.5 pounds of the smoked herring. I have 3/4 cups of, I use red wine vinegar, and along with 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 Roma Tomato seeded, 1 Scotch Bonnet Pepper, about 9 Pimento seeds, 1 head of garlic, 3 stalks of scallion and 1 small onion, and a tablespoon of thyme. So those are the ingredients. So what I basically do is that go ahead and we're gonna chop up the herring. What I've done with the herring, I've soaked it for like 2 hours to help to get rid of some of the salt. So I'm just making it in smaller pieces, so when it goes into my little chopping device, it'll be easier. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish cutting these up, and then I'm gonna start to put them in small batches. I have a small chopper, so I'll just put them in small batches, and then we'll go ahead and so I'm going to walk you through the whole recipe, and we will see it when it's done. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm going to go ahead and just unhook this chopper. I'm just going to put in a few pieces at a time so that all the pieces get chopped up. Not completely fine, but you know, so that it'll mix well with everything. So let me get this going on. Hopefully I won't run into any problems with it. Sorry about the noise. So as you can see, let me just loosen this up. See how the pieces are, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, chop up all of this, and then I'll come back once that is completed. Okay, so I finished all the chopping. If you see it, it's nice pieces. So this is actually a no cook dish because the herring's already smoked and cooked. So I'm going to just chop up all the other ingredients, add it to it, and I'll combine them and let you see that. So I'm going to go ahead, add my onions, scallion, tomatoes, everything, and then come back once that is combined. Okay, so I'm back. So I've added the onions in. Now I'm getting the rest of all the combined ingredients. I'm going to take them out of the blender and drop them in. So it's having like a fine consistency. That's what you kind of want with it. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put that all in. So all the ingredients are onion, a small onion, 3 stalks of scallion, 1 head of garlic, about 9 pimento seeds which are smashed, a tablespoon of thyme, and 1 Scotch bonnet pepper. So we're just going to scrape everything we can out of here, and that should be it. Sorry about the noise. So once that is in, I'm going to try to just go ahead and stir everything together. So I will add all the ingredients in the description of this video, so you can have an exact amount. So see if you combine it all together now. So then we go ahead and we have to add the 3/4 cups of vinegar. I always put it a small amount at a time because there's still some liquid that you get from even chopping up the onions and stuff. So anyhow, so I'm gonna add it a little bit at a time. Make sure it gets around. So within this 3/4 cups, I've added 2 tablespoons, and it's red wine vinegar that I've used. You can use the other white vinegar, but I prefer the taste of this. And I've added 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to it as well. So we go ahead and we try to incorporate this all in. So this is quite a nice snack. It has a little heat to it. You can make it as hot as you want. Some recipes call for like 2 Scotch bonnets, but I just try to make it like medium heat. I don't want it too hot. So go ahead. And the good thing about this is this will stay for months in your fridge. You know, the fish is already preserved, and then with the vinegar and stuff in there. So one of my recipes vary, but one of the things that I've added to this, I've also added a little bit of honey. So it'll kind of help, maybe about a teaspoon. Just it'll help to cut some of the spice of the Scotch bonnet. And then we'll go ahead and I'll add, there's oil that I have to add. I use olive oil. So I'm going to have about 4, it calls for about 4 tablespoons. So let's go ahead. Usually I just like to eyeball this, and I kind of know when I've had enough in there. So I'm just going to try this first, and then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of Jamaican Pickapeppa sauce. My mom used to do this recipe a lot, like I said, for my dad. And she normally wouldn't blend hers. She wouldn't chop it up like this. She would normally just go ahead and cut it up into smaller pieces with onions, tomatoes, everything. But I like the idea of having it like this. It's nice, it's spreadable. You know, I love it on crackers. You can eat it on toast bread if you want. You know, it's a great snack, actually. All right, so what I do is then I go ahead and I add some browning. Maybe about, I would say, about maybe probably a teaspoon. Sorry, this is going to take a while because this browning is very slow coming out. Hang on a sec. Okay, so as you can see, my browning is something I don't use a lot, so it's kind of hard in the bottle a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit at a time, because maybe about half a teaspoon to begin with. Okay, and then I'm going to stir it because we want to be able to add a little color to this mix. I'm going to stir it around. When I kind of eyeball what color I want it at. I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light either. So I'll stir it around. And you see the browning is starting to get it darker now. I don't know if I might, maybe just a little bit more. Just maybe a touch. Oh, here we go again. Let's try to get it out. It don't want to come out. Anyhow, gotta turn the bottle upside down for a minute and see if that'll help. But so this is basically kind of it. So what I will do, I also will taste to see in terms of spice how it is. Tastes good, but I realize it could. Spice is good. That pepper was really good. I add just a few flecks of the Scotch bonnet thing. Some Scotch bonnet flakes I have. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest, a little bit more of the vinegar. So when I make it, I normally put it down, let it stay in the fridge for maybe, not put it down, but put it in the fridge and let it stay for at least 4 or 5 days, and everything kind of melt together before I go ahead and start eating it. Let's taste it one more time. See if I got it right. Getting to taste really nice. I'm going to put just a touch more honey. Just a touch. So in total, maybe a teaspoon of honey. And then I'm going to put 1 capful of regular white vinegar. Just a capful. Give it a little bit of tartness. And I won't put any more. I won't put any more of the red wine vinegar in this on that. So yeah, I think, you know what? I think the color is fine. I don't think it needs to be any darker. I think I've gotten it perfectly okay. Got to put that thing on my shopping list to buy a new one. But it tastes good. So what I do is just put it in a container, keep it there, and when I'm ready, then I take some crackers and whatever you want to eat it with, but I like it with the crackers, and go ahead and eat it that way as a snack. Sometimes just for my lunch, I'll grab a few crackers and I'll have it. So I'll taste it again, and if I need to add anything else, then I'll go ahead and do it. But I like this, very simple, and it's almost like, I guess you could consider it almost like a pate. You can use it as well. But usually everybody I've given it to, they usually like it a lot. So anyhow, like I said, this is it's smoked herring, but in Jamaica it's called Solomon Gundy. So hope you guys will try this, and I you know, if you have any feedback or any questions, you can go ahead and ask me as well. So all right, have a good day, and we'll catch up again on my next video.